Good morning. It is now Wednesday and we've just landed in the Bahamas. It is very early in the morning. The ship doesn't allow us off until 7 a.m. It's actually almost 7, so we're gonna quickly grab some breakfast and then get ready to head off the ship because I think they'll be letting people off anytime soon. We're gonna be spending the day in the Bahamas. We're gonna go swim with some pigs. And I don't really know what else we're going to do, but it looks like we've got lots of time to explore. There's another cruise ship also. We're in the port currently, so we will be spending most of the day at the beach, I imagine, and swim with pigs. Yeah, tomorrow we land in Miami, so that will then be us off the boat and on land for the next 5 days. I'm losing track of the days. How many days are we in Miami?
Till Wednesday.
So Thursday till Wednesday, we're in Miami, but we're off the boat 7 till 3, so we're gonna do like a gym session later rather than in the morning. I don't really, part of me would love to run in the Bahamas, but my calves are actually so tight because we've done a lot of volume the past few days. We just had breakfast, got coffee, and I'm starting to see the view of the Bahamas. But I'm seeing palm trees and some massive hotels. The sun is now risen. We've had our breakfast and I feel like the camera doesn't do it justice. But there's loads of really cute little colourful buildings and we're just heading back to the room quickly because I forgot to put my deodorant on. And then we're gonna get off the boat. So let's go. We went on a short wander through Nassau, but because we're in the port section, it's not giving tropical island paradise where we are. It's giving industrial area. So that's our cruise over there, and this is the Disney cruise, which looks lovely. And they've got a very long transparent slide, which would be so much fun to go down. Me and Stone went on the slides on our boat yesterday and we were a big fan. Currently desperate to go see the Bahamas, get out of the port. We're at Pig Island. I've seen one pig so far, but look how beautiful the sea is. It's so blue. We're just getting a drink and I think, well, I don't really know what is happening. That we get lunch before we leave and that we leave at 1:15, but aside from that, not got a clue. But I'm pretty sure that we're swimming with pigs. That's why we came here. But it's such a beautiful island. Daiquiri secured. Stone's favourite cocktail. We're waiting for the pigs. We've got our carrots. Ready to see some pigs.
I'm ready.
Alright, good morning everybody.
Are they just going to come sprinting out?
Right, much better.
Release the pigs!
There they go, guys. There they go.
Oh my gosh, they are actual pigs. Hello! Oh, well, can you hold it and I feed them one?
Go on, right. Further in the water. Alright.
That's so that they swim?
Maybe. Maybe so they don't just stop immediately. Is that how they like to be spoken to?
The water is so stunning. We're further out into the ocean now because we got told to not feed the pigs so close to the shore, else they won't swim. We've got cups of carrots on a stick that we're going to feed them, but I'm hoping that they'll eventually make their way down here once the people at the shore have got through their carrots. So I want to swim with a pig. I'm hoping that it will chase me and my carrot. Shall I feed him? I've got another one. The pig had an accident. Oh no. Go on, feed him. This way. I've got you something. We're just on our way back from the Pig Island. We did the swimming with the pigs, which was really lovely. The pigs like came shooting out into the water and they didn't really swim. I'm not sure pigs swim. Like, I think they tolerate the water and they enjoyed it a little bit, but they didn't want to dive on in and come full, you know, breaststroking in the water. So I wasn't 100% sure on that because, yeah, I'm always a bit conscious of these animal tourist attractions, just worry that they're not very ethical. So yes, enjoyed it, fed them carrots, got some cute time with the pigs, gave them a stroke, and then there was people that were allowed to have a photo with the baby pig who was learning how to swim, and we decided not to do that because that felt a little bit wrong, because it was literally like just a little baby. It was like, do you want a photo with the baby? So yeah, we just didn't do that. Me and Stone went snorkeling, saw some fish, saw a dory fish, and then we went on the paddle boards, and that was good. And I managed to stand up. I tried to do a handstand but failed miserably, and then we got a drink at the bar, and now we're getting back on the boat. But the wobble boarding was a lot of fun. Stone was struggling to get onto his knees. I managed to stand all the way up. Tried to do a handstand, but failed miserably. And was able to stand up because I remember when I did wobble boarding or paddle boarding. I don't know if it's called wobble boarding or paddle boarding, but when I did that as a kid, I wasn't very good. And yeah, I had a good crack today actually. But Stone, did you get on your knees on the paddleboard? No, you didn't. He needs a bit more mobility in the hips to get onto the knees. Oh, wow. We have got rice and peas, red snapper, sweet corn and cabbage.
Go Dolphins!
We have landed in Miami. We're off to the NFL. Got Hara, Stone, who've dropped us off a million miles away.
25-minute walk.
Absolute
We
miles.
missed the first quarter.
But there's a lot of people out, so
It's 3 hours long.
do we know if they're punctual on
No.
start times?
No, the game's already started. It's 3-0.
Oh, okay. I guess, yeah, for the TV they would.
We won't miss 2 quarters, Sarah.
I didn't know if it was like a concert where sometimes they push it back.
Because game time will be 2 hours. So if we get there for what's time now? 25 to started at quarter past. We've been playing for 20 minutes, 2 hours, split by 4 half an hour. So we've got 10 more minutes, and then it'll be end of the quarter, and then it'll be 10 minutes off.
And we'll be there.
We'll miss a quarter.
What do we think the final score's going to be?
I don't know.
I don't even know how they score NFL.
Yeah, 4 for a touchdown.
Is it like rugby? I'm going to say that Miami are going to win. That's all I'm going to say. We've made it! Most. We've found out that it's also where the Miami F1 is. This place is huge.
Yeah.
It looks like a shopping centre.
Talking about the biggest escalator I've ever been on. It's low-key Final Destination vibes. It's honestly, yeah, it's like a tube.
We're still going down.
Yeah, I reckon it's a 50 meter.
I was a bit scared of falling on the way up, but the game is over.
No, it's not. We've left early.
The game is over in our minds because we support the Dolphins and they were doing pretty poorly.
They were getting battered.
They had no chance of winning. They were like, what was the score? Like 46?
28-6.
28-6. It was pretty hopeless. So we thought we'd get out to go get an Uber because it's about a 1,000,000-mile walk away from the stadium. And these two are tired.
Bahamas, 25-minute walk to the taxi.
I'm ready for the next motor. Let's go. But to review the Hard Rock Stadium was great. We tried a bit of the food, the local food. We had a shawarma wrap, that was about $20 a pop. And then, but it was good. And then got some chicken tenders and chips and veggie burgers, that was a bit more affordable. Also, the food was really good, it was yummy. Wasn't able to finish all of the chicken tenders, I think we got a bit greedy there. The locker, you're not allowed to bring stuff into the stadium if you've got a big bag. I think people have clear bags, you know, because if your bag's clear, they let you in with it.
Who's got a clear bag?
I saw a few people with Perspex bags. So I had my tote bag, had to drop that off in the locker, which was $15. Tickets were $80, so all in all, and the taxi, how much is the taxi?
It was
45 here, 80 back, so it's about £500 round trip. Worth it? There we go. Secured the goods. Hello. We are now at the Florida Panthers. We've just got in. Turns out you can't bring bags in, but you can have clear ones. This bag is just about allowed. But we've had to get rid of some backpacks, switch them for the clear bags. Everyone's rocking one of these clear bags. We've got some Mississippi, which I think is the same as Dr. Pepper. And we've also got some Celsius, which has really picked me up because yesterday we went out and I think I had one too many drinks and I woke up not feeling too great, and then we also didn't get back until like 3 a.m. and I didn't even have that much to drink, but yeah, I woke up feeling awful. And then me and Stowe got up, went to F45 in Brickell, and it was good fun. And then we had to run there also because we didn't have much time, and then got back, made fajitas, and now it's somehow like 5 p.m. and we're about to watch the Florida Panthers. I don't know if that made any sense. I feel like you guys are really getting the brunt of hungover Lauren, but Celsius, I could not have done it without, to be honest. I've also had a load of water because I was feeling a bit grim. I literally didn't even have that many drinks, but it was the late night and the drinks. That combo, just me and drinking, doesn't work either. My skin is like all dry here, and I feel like my lower back is killing. I was saying to Stone, it feels like I've got sciatica back in my lower back for some reason. I think it's just because when you train a lot, for me, I feel the more I train, the worse the hangovers feel. I don't know if it's because the body's more efficient at pumping things around, including alcohol and the pain that comes as part of it. But I don't know if I'm making any sense or if any of this is even audible because it's so loud. But this is the ice hockey stadium. This is giving High School Musical Wildcats. And then there's this like interactive section here where you're able to play some games. Everyone's playing a bit of ice hockey. And then there's something here. I might have a go at this actually. There's something here I might have a go at. We're going in.
Tonight's matchup features the visiting Dallas Stars and your Florida
we're not too cold in our little summer wear. Everyone else is in like full jeans and jumper, but a few got the memo to bring hoodies. Just them warming up. Oh no, they're the refs. When we were doing ice skating the other day, they're making this look hella easy, aren't they? Look at them. Could you do that? Yeah. The little 1-2 swish swish. Please welcome to
the starting lineup for head coach Paul Maurice and your Florida Panthers.
Fully appreciate this. It's like waffle, ice cream and chocolate. Oh no.
Please.
That has one pass it around.
To the ice.
Are you sure? Thank you.
Specialist 4, Joy Ellington.
Oh, I thought it was Nacho.
No, it's sweet.
Thank you for your service and dedication to our country.
Yeah, they look quite so.
Oh! Nice one, Panthers.
So where the fouls are, depending on
Cheerleaders.
starting rather than like do a full cut.
Oh! Look at that! He's got a stick of beer. Time for a scrap yet? We're on shootout. On shootout. They won! They won!
The Bulls one's on.
Who do they look better on? On you? What about some big chunky ones?
The big chunky ones. These ones are chunky. Yeah.
These are designer. These are very expensive. Ooh, we've got the same colour hair,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Yeah.
Are we twins? No, this is actually so funny because we're quite a while on from when all of this was shot, and we now have a ring, which there's a long backstory to that actually, which is quite funny watching back this footage, because I'll get round to that anyway. It's now literally months on, but I wanted to get this video out because the cruise was amazing. We visited so many incredible places. The past 6 months has just been a bit of a whirlwind, and we're getting around to wrapping up YouTube content, and we've got a right backlog. There's so much to show you guys, and I'm excited to be back on the channel. But we visited Madeira, the Bahamas, we visited Miami, and then I kind of just dropped off the face of the earth when it came to YouTube content, because I've done a lot of self-learning since this cruise. And one thing is that I'm someone that likes to take on too much at once, and then I get really stressed out when I'm not able to stick to everything, and I'm a massive overcommitter. So yeah, we basically had a bit of a moment, partially triggered by the engagement. It really gave me a new perspective on life. Anyway, I am the same person. I just feel like I've sorted a lot of my shit out, or I'm beginning to sort a lot of my shit out, which has meant that I I'm now able to be more consistent here. Great time on the cruise. It was so much fun. And yeah, the Bahamas was beautiful. We swam with pigs. Miami, it was incredible. And my best friend moved there literally a month prior. So that was so weird because we booked the cruise a year and a half in advance. And then she ended up moving and deciding that she was going to move to Miami and she got a new job after we booked the cruise. So I remember her FaceTiming me in the August and being like, guess what? And then she's like, I'm moving to Miami. And I was like, I'm literally going in October. And so that felt like a real, moment that was meant to be. Like, she is my longest friend. I didn't really feature Evie in any of the content on here. Yeah, Evie moved out to Miami to pursue a new job, and fair play to her. That's such a big move. So it's so good to see her and see her apartment. I was one of the first people to see that place. She had no furniture, which now she's got loads of furniture. She was still settling into the place. I'd actually seen a lot more of Miami than she had at the point because she'd just got there, set up, and then got straight into work. But yeah, now she's definitely much more Miami versed than I was. But Miami was interesting. Me and Stone did quite a few F45 classes. We did a Barry's class, or me and Sahara did a Barry's class actually. Stone was a little bit unwell here and there across the cruise. But me and Hara had a great time together, who's his little sister. And yeah, we did some classes, and Miami's fitness scene is actually really good. And then the sports, which is what kind of this whole video is about. I never was into sports before this trip. And now I love, I'm just obsessed with American sport. It's so energetic, engaging. I mean, it's inspired a lot since the cruise. It's inspired me, it's inspired Stone. With our work, I just think you can learn so much from American sport and American media. They kind of are best in class in my opinion. And there's a reason why, they got Hollywood, they've got some of the biggest stadiums, and they have the biggest attendance. And I learned so much just being there firsthand to witness it. And now I'm I want to move to Miami or the US maybe, I don't know. That's a story for another day. The 3 sports. So we went to see the NFL, which I was a little bit late for, so we ended up getting there after the first quarter was over, so we missed a bit of it, but it was still really, really great to watch. I found the American football kind of hard to follow versus the ice hockey and the basketball. I don't know if it's just because I've never watched it before. I've never played NFL. I've never watched it or anything. Whereas I guess ice hockey and basketball, I have a bit more of awareness of. So I had no clue what was going on. I had no clue of any of the rules. Stone was having to explain it to me, and we were really far away. It was really busy. It was really cool though, because the stadium was so big, and I've never been to, I don't really go watch sport in the UK, so I don't know if it's comparative, but in my opinion, from what I've seen and witnessed, having worked at sport events, because I used to actually host at Notts County. I used to give out the VIP tickets to the WAGs and stuff when I was younger. So it doesn't seem like it's the same scale as that. That was rowdy, whereas American sport seems bigger, better in terms of energy, but it doesn't have the rowdiness that the British sport seems to have. British sport is a bit more boozy. I feel like people get they're a bit more crazy. Maybe that's why it's more rowdy, whereas Americans, they'll shout or scream, but they're all very calm, and no one's being rowdy, which I thought that was really interesting. And you know what, we're working that far behind now. Coachella's just been, and it's kind of interesting to reflect on how some Brits say that Coachella's a bit boring, but I do think it's just a difference to from British to American culture, that they're larger than life, but they're also more sensible. That's what I'm gonna say. Larger, louder, larger than life, louder than us, but they are a bit more mellow. But I think it worked. I enjoy that kind of approach. I really appreciate that kind of approach. I don't want to, get stupidly drunk, the food on offer was incredible. And comparing that also to, you know, like when I go to watch Stone play rugby and I'm being fed pies and chips, nothing wrong with pies and chips, it's just not really my kind of thing. At the NFL, there was everything that you could ever think of, like every cuisine from bao buns, like Asian food, to hot dogs, to burgers, to chicken tenders, to pizza, to sweets. There was even like a grilled cheese thing that was being sold as well. It was like pancakes with cheese in the middle. So yeah, there was a lot. NFL was great, wasn't my favorite anyway. It was also really far, like hard to get to. It was in the middle of nowhere compared to where we were. Then the ice hockey, that was really good. Like that was given High School Musical from the outside. I literally thought I was at East High. Thought I was at East High, about to watch the Wildcats. Yeah, we went to watch the Florida Panthers, and the outside area, there was so much going on. There was loads of activations that were giving out free Celsius. Again, I've not had loads of experience with British sport, but I don't think it's on that same level. And yeah, there was people drinking beers out of sticks. That was really quite fun. And we were kind of cold, but we were sat right at the back, so we weren't too close to the ice, so it was okay. But yeah, me being a classic tourist, I forgot to bring a coat. And at both places, the NFL and the ice hockey, they wouldn't let you bring in a bag that was bigger than like an envelope size. So that was also interesting. You had to have a clear bag, and they were letting people in with like clear bags, but they weren't letting people in with like bags bigger than envelope size that weren't clear. So I think, yeah, if you have a massive clear backpack, you're good. But if it's not clear, then you need to have a very small bag. I guess it makes sense from a safety perspective. And then we went to see the basketball, which was at a college, so a bit lower level than the other two that we went to watch in terms of league, but also really, really fun. And there wasn't as many people watching, but considering it's college level, like you wouldn't ever see that in the UK as well. Like I think it's just incredible how supportive people are of their local teams, and people like ride and die for their local teams. And I think it's so lovely to see that everyone just like gets behind these like people that are representing their communities and for all these different cool sports. And basketball was really cool. I managed to get us on the big screen. We were like waving, dancing, trying to like get on, and then they finally showed us, and I was like, ah! Didn't manage to get it on film, but yeah, Stone bought us some t-shirts, and I've actually got, I should get it out for you really, but yeah, I got myself a little a t-shirt. I can't remember what the basketball was called. So we watched the NFL, which are the Dolphins. We saw the Florida Panthers, and then we saw the basketball team was a bird. The mascot was a bird anyway. Yeah, and then the halftime, there was like this woman balancing on a ball with hula hoops. Like it was wild. There was so much going on. There was a live band. There was everything, and it was a great game. And then yeah, we headed back. That was like on one of our final nights, and then we went back and we flew back from Miami to the UK, and that was like back in October, guys, and now it is April, and we have an announcement. But you know what, I don't know if it's in this video or the one before, but there's a clip that when I was watching this, so basically Stone had got the ring 6 months prior, and he was potentially going to propose, well, he was planning to propose in Miami, and he didn't, as you know, but he was thinking about it. And watching this back, I had no idea, but yeah, there was a moment where him and his mum and his dad are having a photo on the cruise ship, and she's like this, like showing her ring, and then I'm like, oh, show him the ring, and then Stone goes like white as a ghost, and I go, are you okay? And then he's like, yeah, I'm okay. And then his mum and dad finish having the photo, and then his dad even goes, Nangs, you okay? And I didn't obviously think of anything at the time, but it's obviously because he was thinking about proposing, and it was like he just was he went white, and you can fully see it in this video. So you know what, hindsight is a great thing. It's lovely to look back and just to, you know, have seen what unfolded in front of my eyes without me even realizing, because I was just too caught up in other things. So we're now wifey, and yeah, we're getting back up to date with the YouTube. We've literally got 6 months of content. I'm excited to be sharing it all. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you go to Madeira, you should do the Carreras. If you go to the Bahamas, I don't know about the pigs. I feel kind of bad that I did that. Like, it's such a great photo opportunity, but that's all it really is. Like, the pigs don't really want to be touched and stroked. Like, they just want to be fed, and then they want to do their pig thing. Like, they don't want to swim. They did not want to swim. They were like way happy on the shore. So I'm thinking, don't know how ethical that was, but I guess we did it, and probably wouldn't be something I'd do again. I would go to the beach though. That is lovely. Maybe just observe some natural wildlife on the beach. That would be just as gorgeous. The swimming was so nice. We did some paddleboarding. And then Miami, I would definitely recommend doing sports, or as much sports as you can, because it's just like insane. It's something you can't get in the UK, but my verdict is US sports is better than British sport. Anyway, let me know if you agree, because I'm sure it's not just me. I am gonna have to go, but yes, thank you so much for watching. And like I said, we've got a lot of content to come. Probably gonna be doing 1 to 2 videos minimum a week now for the next couple of weeks whilst we work through 6 months of content. Let me know if there's any other moments that you spot Stone be weird, because he was clearly thinking about proposing. Oh my gosh, you know what? In the Bahamas, there was a literal couple that like, Stone also was gonna propose in the Bahamas. And then we got there, and then this couple went straight onto the pier. I was getting some pictures, and then they walked past us, and then they get engaged in front of our eyes. And I think Stone was gonna do it there as well, he said. But they beat us to it. And then we were like, oh, Stone was like, get out of the way, he's about to propose. That was funny. But yeah, let me know if you see any other moments where it's like he's clearly thinking about it, but I don't know, maybe that's why he got ill. Maybe he was a bit stressed about it all. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let me know what you want to see, if you want any more like educational content, or if you prefer the blog kind of content. I just love making you guys videos anyway. Lots of love. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.